Oh, we're live. Hey, there we go. Hey, look at that, everybody. Only, shoot, 5 minutes late. Sorry. You know what? It's Freedom Friday, and you can sleep if you want to. That is, unless you're hosting Hangouts. Boy, did I just slept late today and hustling up here to get here to the show. So this is the Network Marketing Insider number 215, and welcome to you all. Welcome network marketers. Welcome Swissquote Global IBOs, ACN IBOs, whatever kind of IBOs you are. Welcome. Anyone who's interested in network marketing, welcome to YouTube, and you are in the right place, because did you know that if you take out all the time you spend sleeping and all the time you spend commuting and all the time you spend going to work and actually working, if you actually work at work, and all the time that you spend running around doing all those things that you have to do, have to do in order just to live this life, that most people spend have 1, maybe 2 hours of the day for themselves to do the things that they like to do. And even if they had more time, they probably don't have the money to do anything besides sit in front of the TV. We have found a way for you to own your life, and by starting a home-based business that is so simple that anyone can do it. And the best part is it does not involve any selling and doesn't take very much of your time. And that is why you're in the right place, because that is your job right there. That's it. Just get people enticed on maybe something a little bit better in their life. You're not selling products. You're just talking to people about making their life better. And if they're interested in making their life better, then you show them all about network marketing, how it is, what it works, how it works and what it is. And then, I told you, I just woke up. And then when they get interested in that, they get interested in doing the business, they get interested in changing their life, you introduce them to your product and service, and hopefully that resonates with them, because that's what it's all about. It comes down to the fact that if that resonates with them, because you don't want to be recruiting people that that aren't interested in the product and service, because you have to be interested in the product and service before you're going to be successful at anything. So with that, I'm hanging out. This is Paul Romero. I'm Paul Romero. I'm hanging out here from Phoenix, Arizona, in the living room, the war room. And where are you hanging out from? Who are you? What's your name? Where are you hanging out from? Type it in. Let us know. We always like to know who's hanging out with us here. And Mr. John J. Leister is hanging out with us from somewhere as well, too. John, where are you at?
Hey, good morning, Paul. I'm hanging out from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm glad to be here on today's Hangout because it's Freedom Friday. So I'm always excited because I really don't know what we're going to talk about till we get on here. And it's always something awesome and interesting with great tips on ways you can apply this model to your life, to your business and personal growth and all that stuff that we talk about. And like you, Paul, I probably don't know what's in the air, but it was very easy to oversleep past my normal bedtime this morning. And I myself woke up about 10 minutes before the Hangout started and just dragged myself over to the desk, plopped myself here in this chair, and have been anxiously awaiting an invite and finally got one. So here we are live on the show, and welcome. And what do you got for us today, Paul? Or are you looking to me to bring the fun? And I am a little deep this morning. I gotta wake up here a little bit.
Yeah, we're both kind of skipping a little bit. Well, you know what? Basically, the only thing I got this morning is just the fact that it is, you see one of these on me, it's Freedom Friday, and that means that, well, let's just put it this way. The alarm went off at 5:30. I heard it. It was in the other room because it was charging up because the alarm comes off my phone. It goes off again at 6 o'clock. I heard it. I chose to ignore both of them because sleeping felt good. So I slept. And then I woke up and I knew, I'm like, well, I know it's past 7. I hope it's not 8 o'clock. So I got up, and as I walk out of my room, I don't have a clock in my room, but as I walk out of my room, there's a clock right there. And I purposely didn't look at it as I made my way over to the bathroom to, do my thing, brush my teeth and all of that. And as I came out, I'm, a little more refreshed and alive and okay, hopefully I've got at least maybe 20, 30 minutes to get these Hangouts going. and I look up at the to 8, and I'm like, oh. But you know what? Unless you have to host a hangout, you know, if I wanted to, I could have stayed in bed another hour or two if I wanted to. I mean, that's usually not me. I don't usually sleep till 9 or 10, just because me personally, when I wake up, if I wake up 1 minute past 8 a.m., I feel like I've lost the day. You know what I mean? like it's gotten away from me. But as long as I'm up before 8, I mean, I'm cool with that. I mean, that's my sleep in pretty much hour. If I sleep in until 8, man, that's generally means I've got anywhere from 9, 10, maybe 11 hours of sleep. So, but you know what? That's what network marketing can allow you to do. I mean, think about it. If I had a job to go to and I have to be there at 9 o'clock and I have to, you know, commute for 45 minutes or maybe longer, gosh, I mean, yeah, maybe, you know, however long, if I have to commute for more than 45 minutes and I wake up at 8 o'clock and I got 15 minutes to slap myself together and get out the door and get in the car so I can drone my way onto work, that's not any fun. That's not what you want to be doing. With network marketing, you build yourself up a passive income. You don't have to go to work every day. Guess what? Sleeping until 8's nothing. Who cares? Unless, like I said, unless you got to host a hangout. So that's pretty much all I got first thing off the top of my head this morning, John. What do you got?
Well, the amazing thing about network marketing is this is as hard as we ever really work. Paul and I are at work right now. I didn't have to commute. I did commute. I commuted from the bed 2 feet away to where my desk chair is and sat down in front of the computer. That was my commute this morning. And like Paul said, it's an interesting thing that we're talking about this morning because it is Freedom Friday, and that plays into exactly the reason why network marketing is an excellent business model and something that offers a huge opportunity for people if they take advantage of it. As Paul says right there in the beginning of the Hangout, we were talking about, he introduces the Hangouts each morning with the 45-second presentation that'll change your life. And that's basically that whole question about the time. Do you have the time to do what you want when you want? And if you had the time, would you actually have the money to do it? And getting into network marketing, it's a simple system, but simple doesn't mean it's not a lot of work. You know, I was talking to somebody that's in a network marketing organization, and I think he said this particular organization has a 98% retention rate. Most network marketing companies, actually, people fall off. 90% of the people that come in go out. That's actually a pretty significant thing. So that means the majority of people that get involved with a network marketing company end up not succeeding with the network marketing company. And the funny thing about that is I've been Googling different network marketing companies lately, and it seems just about 100% of them, 90% of what's on the internet is negative. And it's always the same comments. Oh, this was a scam. They rushed me into it. They said I was going to be able to make all this extra money, and I didn't make squat, and they're a scam, and this network marketing stuff is a pyramid scheme that doesn't work. And I laugh when I see that because it's the same comments every time. Like Joe could have wrote Sally's review and Sally could have wrote David's review because it all comes down to one common denominator.
And
you're only going to get out.
And Joe could have wrote XYZ organization or ABC organization or 123 organization, and at least it doesn't make any difference. They're all saying the same thing about, right?
Yeah, they're all saying the same kind of things, and that it comes down to that person. And does network marketing work? Yes, if you work the business. No, if you think that you're going to sign up for a company and just because you have a good upline and you sign up doesn't mean you're going to be guaranteed success. If you don't get out there and learn about what network marketing is and make an effort to work the business, you are not going to be successful or have any residual income come from the business. It's a challenging business too. And where's the challenge lies is really, excuse me, the most challenging thing is your own mindset. Yep, that's where I was going with it. So that's why we do these hangouts, because for me, it's a way to get energized each and every morning, to get on here with Paul, discuss network marketing, when we discuss on new op days, Mondays, we discuss the Own Your Life Plan book, which is the system that we use in our approach to building our organization. We even use it in building our other businesses that we have that really aren't network marketing. And Wednesday, we just try to pass on nuggets of wisdom. And today we talk about freedom. Why do I bring this up? It's just that I like these hangouts because it gives Paul and I the opportunity to come on here, share the mindset, really, because the majority of what we talk about is really mindset, because it's about getting up every morning, making a commitment to be on these hangouts and discuss these topics for 20, 30 minutes. And hopefully our downline who's watching this and whoever's connected with us that stumbles in these hangouts, you're here for the same reason, to just get yourself energized, talking about these things, talking about personal development. Because if this is the first thing that you do each and every day, well, that's a great start to your day, just getting into the mindset and talking about these topics that you can apply to your business.
Yes, that's what we love about doing Hangouts. That's the whole. That's and you know what? This Hangout thing here is a mastermind. You guys come on board. Tell us who you are, where you're hanging out from. You start joining us here on a regular basis. We want to get a couple of more people on here. Let's get some more conversation rolling. Let's get some other ideas out there, and let's have a few people joining the group here on these AMs, and let's get some different thoughts on network marketing. And you know what? Hey, maybe we might even end up getting one of those negative Nellies on here one day, and we can sort of pick their brain as to why they feel that the whole thing fell apart for them, that it's a scam and all of, whatever it is that they're writing in those comments over there. One thing that was very interesting you said there, John, was this company having a 98% retention rate, whereas versus many network marketing organizations have pretty much kind of like a 90% fall off rate. And it's very interesting. And then it's very interesting because I think two things play into the reason for this. Number one, obviously, is I think that a lot of the people that get into network marketing, period, just like we talked about, they don't believe in their network and their product or service. And if you don't believe in your product and service, you're never going to be successful at anything. That's the whole thing. There's a saying that says, a salesman, the first sale that a salesman make has to be to himself if he's going to have any success. And that's it. You have to sell yourself on your own, what you're doing, and that's sort of, again, kind of comes up in here. You got to believe. You got to feel strongly that you're providing a service. You're bringing value to the people that you're talking to. And then, of course, secondarily, with that is I think that a lot of what has to do with that is that the way that the organization is structured, as far as, and not necessarily how it's structured as far as how the product and service moves, or how people get paid, or any of that stuff. I think it's more about how the organization is structured as far as what they're actually teaching the people that are coming into the organization, the new IBOs. What are they teaching them? How are they teaching them? What is sort of the goal that they're teaching them to go out there and do? And I think where it really breaks down is, obviously the difference between, direct sales and network marketing is, I think many network marketing organizations, MLMs, multi-level marketings, I can't think, but there's other terms that people use for network marketing organizations, but and they all got to get lumped in together. But I think, when you've got an organization that is focusing upon, teaching, taking, like, almost just like that one comment you said, oh, they move too fast, they rush me into things. You almost have to rush people into things. However, there's a fine line, I think, where you want to rush people into things, but you've got to give people enough knowledge, education, and time to sort of ingest some things too. Everybody's a little bit different. Some people are going to be, willing to just go out there and babble about things they have no freaking clue about, and just say, oh yeah, you got to talk to Joe here, and you know what I mean. And some people aren't like that. Some people are more like, hey, I got to be able to be the one to sort of who can break the ice with a little bit of information. I don't need to know it all, but I need to know a little bit of information, enough that makes sense, that I can present myself as a person of a little bit of knowledge at least. So I look like an intelligent person. I'm not just spewing a bunch of gobbledygook onto people and then passing the buck onto somebody else. The whole idea behind network marketing is passing the buck onto somebody else, that's what's great about it. You don't have to know everything, but a lot of people, I'm one of them, I gotta know, there's a certain level of information that I need to have, that I can share. I mean, that's just the way I am. And like I said, I don't have to know it all. But once I reach that level, then, hey, I'm good to go. Now I've got enough information. I can go out there and talk to somebody, and I don't feel like I'm coming across like an idiot, and that's important to me. So, so the whole idea is, like I said, how it all starts off, how people are taught, and obviously the people that are doing it, that's a big thing. And I think a lot of organizations that don't really teach the whole idea of building your organization downward, and they kind of let people just do whatever they want, and most people end up building wide. And I think that's right there is obviously the biggest factor as to why most people would drop out of that organization that's building wide, because that's just kind of a, hey, let's get you signed up, right on, here you go, here's your information, see you later, bye, I gotta go sign somebody else up, see ya. And then that guy's he's floundering, he doesn't know what to do, and the next thing you know, he looks up, and the guy that signed him up, that guy's not even in the organization anymore, because he signed up 45 people and they all quit, and he didn't get shit. And so now he's like, well, this stuff doesn't work, so he's not doing it right, he's not going about it the right way. And that's where I think all that loss of people comes from, is kind of those few things. And I think that's important for people to understand, and in not just knowing that you believe in your product or service, but also understanding that your organization is created properly to provide you with the support that you're going to want to have in order to, stay focused and stay driven and continue working forward and get the information that you need and be successful. And with that, John, we started late. I know we're running a little short, and I'm a little bit behind on getting the other one set up. So you want to throw in a few words here and get us out of here in like 2 minutes, that'd be awesome.
To sum that all up in 2 minutes, for me, it's almost an impossible task. I love to talk, but you know what? Here's the point Paul is trying to make. The question is, why is it with such a powerful business model that works so well for so many people, why is the majority of people who get involved with network marketing, where and why do they fail? And there's a lot of reasons for that. Two biggest ones, I think, is people are easily discouraged because, like anything else, they want things to happen overnight, and network marketing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And it takes hard work, not necessarily hard work, but work to get the business up and running. It's a simple business model, but because it's simple doesn't mean that it's going to do itself. Somebody has to go in, plug themselves in, and take some action on it. And just to quickly touch on a piece that you said earlier, Paul, about, there's those people that they hear about the opportunity, they jump into the opportunity, and they run out there like gangbusters with very little information. and they can be successful if they have, and they can be successful at it doing that if they have the right upline to kind of climb down the, like I like to use the analogy of a ladder, my upline to climb down my ladder and get to my people, and then get to my people's people and my people's people. That's a powerful upline. The ones that are climbing down the ladder and they're building deep, as opposed to Paul brought in a little bit of information there about when you go wide in an organization, those organizations fail. Organizations that last, people that stick with it are ones that are earning income. And the way to earn income is to go deep, because if the deeper you go, everybody along that line is using the products. So rather than turning it wide where I've got 100 people all using it, but they're not making an income from being part of the system because I placed them all on a big wide line. If I get those people placed underneath me, one after the other, then, I brought in Joe and I got Paul signed up under Joe. Now I'm getting an income because I brought Paul in, but so is Joe because I put Paul under him, and so forth. That's just a little nugget of wisdom, and obviously we're moving really fast and we're out of time, and I'd love to talk more about this. So that's what the Monday Hangouts for. We'll get back into the system, Own Your Life Plan. So with that, O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given me at birth, through the power to control and to direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. Rush through the prayer. It's out of time. Goodbye. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Adios, everybody.